Okay. Okay, so welcome, you guys. So we're going to start that over because we just started recording. Okay, so pretend like we didn't say that. Okay, to stop your thoughts when you're ruminating and you're racing and there's something stressful that's got your attention. Okay, to move from thinking to feeling. And when we talk about moving from thinking to feeling, and you said inward focus is focusing inward on the feelings in your body. Because when you focus inward on the feelings in your body, you cannot think at the same time. If you're focusing on thinking, you're going to think. If you're focusing on feeling, you're going to feel. So wherever you direct your attention is what happens. And you're in control of where you direct your attention. Okay, so that's one thing. And then you guys remember, what's a breathing technique that we can use to when something stressful happens? Darth Vader. Darth Vader is, do you know Darth Vader? Yeah, do you know that?
Yeah, I used to teach yoga. So.
Okay, cool. Darth Vader, Ujjayi breath. Yeah. So it's like when you have your glasses and you're going to your glasses and then you wipe them off, but your mouth is closed. So you go, not quite as loud as I'm doing, but you can listen to your breath. So it allows your focus to be more on your breath than what's happening in front of you. So it creates a space so that you can make more of a conscious decision versus a reactive, unconscious behavior. Okay. So we review breath using the Ujjayi breath if you're stressed. Okay. If there's something happening and you can do that right in front of somebody, they don't know you're doing it. You got this whole little thing going on. They don't even know you're doing it. Okay. And another thing, when something is stressful and just overwhelming you, it's really important to just go to feeling in your body. Now, with both of these techniques, it's really important. There's one of these cards that was called concentration, or it's called meditation. How I define meditation is a single pointed focus on one thing over time. And I've worked with a lot of people who do meditation and teach, like the gurus and different things like this. So if you can really focus all of your attention on one thing, you're going to make that one thing happen. If you're distracted or fragmented, that leads to stress, the increased stress. Okay. The more fragmented we are. So remember, when you check your email and then check your phone and then do this and do that, it's increasing stress in your body. Because your autonomic nervous system has to do all these different things and it can't focus on one. But when you teach yourself to deliberately focus your attention on one thing and keep a focus, it reduces stress in your autonomic immune system, your autonomic nervous system. Okay. And when you do that, it actually improves your immune system. Okay. Make sense? Okay. So I'm going to tell you one more thing about neuroscience. Anybody want to know about neuroscience? We'll give you a little nugget about neuroscience. Yeah, neuroscience is good stuff. Okay. Neuroscience is just proof that all of this works, really. So neuroscience is the study of the brain. Okay, the brain is the biggest organ that has to do with stress. It's the key organ for stress. Because when something happens, the brain goes, is that a threat or is that not a threat? The brain is saying that. Okay, and how you program your brain, okay, to relax under stress or to be, overreact under stress, okay, how you program it over time is how it's going to react. It takes about 2 to 3 months of focused attention on changing your brain when something stressful happens to apply tools. And after so many months of doing this, it becomes an automatic behavior. After it being an automatic behavior for about 6 to 9 months, it starts to become a permanent trait. So it's now just how you operate. Okay, so you'll sleep better and everything like that. Okay, now here's your neuroscience. Anybody heard of antidepressant drugs? SRIs? Okay, they're made up of serotonin and dopamine. There's different ones. Okay, I'm going to talk about serotonin. Serotonin is something that's given off in your brain. Okay, and when you're stressed, the cortisol is the stress hormone. Okay, cortisol floods your system and it makes you heightened. Your ability to pay attention and be alert is very heightened. Okay, so that you can protect yourself. It gives you extra energy, but it shuts down other areas of your body at the same time. You can't think. Cognitive ability goes way down a lot of times. In order to make good decisions, you're just reacting in order to protect yourself. Okay, So when you have cortisol in your body, what happens is it actually it inhibits the serotonin. It says no more serotonin. So it kind of pushes it down, okay? Serotonin makes you more balanced every day, okay? More happy, more relaxed, things like this, okay? Now, also, serotonin has to do with melatonin. When you're sleeping, you have so much melatonin in your body. But if you have a low amount of, what happens is serotonin when you're sleeping, it actually remanufactures itself and produces, while you're sleeping, okay, restoring your body, it produces melatonin. So your body has so much melatonin to get you to sleep, but to actually make more of a quality sleep and a longer sleep, your serotonin has to be up because it gets converted into melatonin as you sleep. So the less serotonin you have, the less you're going to sleep. Okay, this is all the neurobiology. This is part of the study of neuroscience. Okay, so serotonin, by the way, I've also read recently a study, and I'm going to put it on my website tomorrow. Okay, it's about serotonin and the antidepressant drugs. There is so much proof now that the antidepressant drugs that include serotonin don't even work. They work as good as a placebo, right? I've read a bunch of studies on this. The ones that have dopamine are working more than the serotonin ones. So people who are taking the SRIs, they don't even work. There's a lot of side effects, but they don't work. So the studies are showing this. I'm going to put this on my website. It's really interesting. However, when we practice mindfulness today, so we're talking about this, what I'm going to do, the mindfulness that we're going to practice is going to take you down the different brainwave states, alpha, theta, okay? And when we go there, the longer you sustain that brainwave state in a relaxed state, which you'll be in, what it's doing is it's actually promoting or stimulating serotonin and melatonin and dopamine in your system, okay? It's putting like a blanket on the amygdala. The amygdala is what gets you to that fight or flight, okay? And it sends out the cortisol and messes you up, okay? So what we're doing today is we're going to go through a longer practice, okay? And this longer practice is going to stimulate the melatonin. It's going to stimulate the serotonin. It's going to stimulate the dopamine, okay? These are the things. These are three things, okay, of neurobiology, okay? The more you teach your brain to go down the different brainwave states, because if you do have insomnia at all, when you have insomnia, the more you teach it to go through those brainwave states in a practice like this, the more it knows how to do it. Because sometimes those synapses or those connections between neurons, they get lost. They forget how to happen. They forget how to connect and communicate, okay? And so when you're under stress, it actually shrinks the structure of your brain, okay? It affects the structure and the function of your brain. So when you're stressed, that happens. And when you're doing mindfulness practice like this, it actually stimulates the synapses and excites the communication. It makes more communication happen. So your brain can communicate and be more energetic and more healthy, okay? It increases brain volume, okay? Cool? Questions on that? So serotonin, melatonin, dopamine, and cortisol. Cortisol is released when we're under stress. And a lot of studies have been done to show you that it could be a very minute amount of stress can send you with a big reaction, okay? Something like somebody not saying hi to you, or you walk by when you thought they should say hi or they should remember your birthday, that's enough stress. It doesn't have to be a car accident. It does not have to be something big. It can be something very small, okay? I mean, if you're deciding you want to get a new job, that's a huge amount of stress. Okay, if you're doing something like that, that's a huge amount of stress. And that stress over time on a daily basis, when your system has to respond daily to a kind of stress like that, that's called chronic stress. And that's when the brain volume starts to shrink. Chronic stress is when we incur small amounts of stress over time every single day. Okay, it does not mean like an acute form of stress where like a car accident or something, and you're going to have a lot of stress and then you're going to come back down. It's when you have to fire every single day. If you fire stress every single day and don't have relaxation or balance, that's when you're seeing the brain volume shrink. Cognitive function, everything starts to shrink. Okay, and if you look at meditation, we'll say if you look at meditation, it's kind of like if you have a $10 commute of gas to work every day, back and forth, it costs $10. When you do meditation, it's almost like putting $15 worth of gas in your car every day. So you have plenty. You're not going to run out. But if you don't do something to give back, you're going to run out. And that actually is even another stress on your system when you don't have enough energy to do the things that you can do. Coping goes down. Make sense? Okay, that's a little bit about the neuroscience. Now is the best part. Okay, so we did what, 10 minutes of talking. So we're gonna now I'm gonna explain to you, let me see this. I wanna explain to you the process that we're gonna do. We're gonna do bumblebee breath today, which is where you go, and you hum, okay? When you hum, okay, you can try it even right now, but first listen. I want your teeth to be lightly touching, not the front teeth up and down, but your teeth slightly touching. Your tongue is to the front and roof of your mouth, and I'll tell you that when we're going through this. And I want you to maximize the vibratory impact. So I want you to change it. It's like this, until you feel a lot of tingling, like almost tickling. Is this making sense? Okay, because now what am I trying to do? I'm trying to get you into the feeling. Do you see where I'm going? It's an induction technique to get you into the feeling. When you're feeling a tickling in your mouth, you are not thinking. And it actually brings you down another brainwave state. You with me? Okay, there's another thing I'm gonna do, and we're gonna do, is it's called palming the face. And sometimes when I palm the face, I'll have you guys do this, and you can do this. You can do it slow just to feel your hands, or you can do it fast to feel heat. You can do whatever you want. When I say bring your hands together, and I'll tell you one thing, but you can do your own thing. You can either do it slow, just so you can, like, sometimes it feels really good when I touch my hands tenderly, okay? Like, I never touch my hand tenderly. Like, that's a really funny thing for me to even say, right? Okay? But when I do this, and I grab stuff, I may not use my hands all the time, but I never really touch them together. And so it's getting me into a whole different brainwave state. And then I'm gonna have we'll put our hands on our palms will go under our chin, and our fingertips will go on our eyes. And if we have makeup on, you can just go real light, or you can skip those sections, okay, if we're a woman, okay? But what we're gonna do is we're just gonna lightly touch our face, or you can do it with as much pressure as you want, your own intuitive knowing. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get you to feel the sensations underneath the skin boundary. I want you to just be absorbed in what you're feeling. Like the fact that you're touching your face, like something's happening on my ears, it's tingling as I take my fingers and go around. Now you don't have to stay with me. If I'm saying pull a stroke down your nose and you're over here and you're like just doing this and it feels good, then go with it. Okay, so I want you to know, do your own thing, use your own intuitive knowing. And what that means is do what feels good, okay? And you're gonna be doing this, and you're gonna do, and then when I say, okay, take a deep breath in, and then we're gonna slowly bring our hands down back by our sides. And when our hands are down by our sides, we'll then settle in and we'll drop you even deeper and deeper in, okay, into a state of being. So from thinking to feeling to being. And that being state is where all the restoration happens. That's where your serotonin is gonna be stimulated. That's where your dopamine is stimulated. So all of those things are gonna happen. And then at the end, I'm gonna give you at least 5 to 10 minutes to just stay. I'll say, I'll end with saying you can begin to move your body as if you're awakening from a deep sleep, something like that. And you can go on your right side, or you can do nothing at all. Remember, I'm just a guide giving you suggestions. You follow you. You follow what feels good for you. If you just want to chill, and then what I'll do is I'll say when it's like 2 or 3 minutes before 1, I'll say we're gonna get up quietly and we can do whatever. We'll have questions, okay? But at the end, I like you to just be able to, I love to just soak. I've like taken the time to get there, and I like to take a couple extra minutes to just be there and not have to hurry up. So I try to give you that time to do that. Questions so far? Thank you guys for coming. Okay, I have a system, and I totally forgot it today. So I got all of these, and I'm gonna bring it out. Where can I give this to you guys? I got a system where I have these little rubber animals, little rubber things. Like some of them are hearts, some of them are 4-leaf clovers, some of them are like giraffes, okay? Some of them are ducks. There's a rubber duck, it's funny, okay? And I'm gonna, next class, I'm gonna bring them. And for every class that you've come, you get to take one for every class that you've come. And when you have 4, I'll tell you what happens in your brain. And when you have 11 of them, your prefrontal cortex is thickened by 4%. So you've actually had brain structure change. So I want you to collect these little tiny things that I got, okay? They're not Chinese erasers, but they're kind of like that, okay? They actually came from Australia, so I ordered them online. And I'm gonna bring them next time. I forgot to bring them today, okay? But you can pick whatever you want and you can collect a whole bunch of them, okay? It's a fun way to keep track of how many times you've done this. And I will tell you at how many times you will have seen, you will actually probably know that you feel different, okay? You'll know you feel different. Okay, so what I want you to do, just go ahead and get in a position, a lying down position, a comfortable seated position. You can bring your feet about a foot apart if that's comfortable for you. Your hands can be by your sides with your palms up if that's comfortable. If that's uncomfortable, do make whatever changes you need to do to be comfortable. Now, does anybody need anything like a blanket or anything else? If you do, we can go ahead and get it. I'll bring one to you. Okay. So just go ahead and make any last minute adjustments to your knees or your hands, your shoulders, your feet. You want to be so comfortable that you can just allow yourself to really let go. Completely relax. Just simply follow my guidance as much as you can during this practice. And if you remember in the training, I talked about sincerity. And I want you to affirm silently to yourself that during this entire practice, that you'll bring a sincerity or you'll participate wholeheartedly. You'll be 100% in. And just trust whatever issues, whatever's in the way of feeling relaxed and feeling supported in life. Trust that those issues are going to be released spontaneously and effortlessly during this practice. How that happens is you don't do anything at all. You just allow yourself to relax. So go ahead and close your eyes and quiet your mind. Just be still. Begin to let go of all thoughts, worry, and tension. Breathe in fully, filling your lungs completely. And let go with a big sigh. Go ahead and breathe in again. Full breath in, filling your lungs completely. And now let go again with a big sigh, letting go even more this time. Feeling your body just relax a little bit more with each exhalation. And this time, breathe in one more time. Hold your breath at the top of the inhalation. Just allow a little bit of tension to build. And then let go completely. Just begin to feel your whole body just beginning to soften and relax. Actually feel that. Feel a sense of comfort, safety, and peace begin to wash over you. comfort, safety, and peace. Allow that. In fact, invite that in. And follow my guidance as we begin breathing with awareness. Just breathing in deeply, filling your lungs from the bottom to the top as if you were filling a water bottle. Feel your abdomen go down as your chest lifts up. As you breathe out, emptying your lungs from the top to the bottom, letting your breath be slow and steady. Just observe the movement of your abdomen and chest. Stay connected to the breath. All of your attention on the breath, just noticing the breath, the deep breath in. And with each exhalation, the release of tensions and a feeling of deep relaxation beginning to happen. Invite this feeling of relaxation in and just extend it to every part of your body. Your arms, your legs, your torso, your shoulders, your neck, your head. Just let this entire process of breathing be a vehicle for deepening your relaxation. Let the flow of your breath be steady and uniform as much as possible. All of your attention focused on your breath. Now simply notice the pause at the top of the inhalation and the bottom of the exhalation. Just notice. Each time your breath stops, just empty your mind into the field of silence. Notice the unique stillness when your breath pauses. If your breath naturally stops for a longer period of time, allow it to happen, but don't force. When the breath stops, the mind stops. Continue this process a few more breaths. Just noticing the pause at the top of the inhalation, the bottom of the exhalation. And just noticing the stillness, the silence, when the breath is suspended. Now go ahead and let go of this breathing pattern. Just allow the breath to breathe itself. The breath becoming progressively more silent and still until it's almost impossible to detect. Now let go of all effort to just make anything happen. let go. To enter into a deeper state of relaxation, we're going to do the palming of the face. It'll help release tension and focus our attention, releasing tension and focus our attention further inward. So I'm going to ask you to just very slowly and mindfully bringing your hands together in front of you and begin to rub them together, either softly, gently, or vigorously, maybe even sensing a warmth between your hands. Just do this for a few seconds. Whatever feels comfortable, use your own intuitive knowing. Just focus completely on the fact that your hands are touching and you're rubbing them together. And when you feel ready, go ahead and place the palms on the face with the fingertips covering the eyelids. No space between the palms and your face. Just allow your face to completely relax under the touch of your hands. Now, very slowly, begin to massage your eyes with just the right amount of pressure. Just feel what's happening underneath the skin boundary. When you're ready, you can move your fingertips up to the eyebrows, pulling a stroke across your eyebrows. Maybe up to the hairline, massaging your forehead. Again, using your own intuitive knowing, just feel the sensations underneath the skin boundary. You can continue on your own, just exploring your face, or you can follow my guidance, guiding your fingers maybe to the cheekbones, just lightly touching the skin. See if you can sense the energy below the surface of the skin, feeling the muscles begin to soften and relax as you bring your fingers to the temples. Now allowing the fingers to explore under the eyes, down the bridge of the nose, maybe caressing the parentheses of the mouth. You can breathe in, allowing the mouth to open a little bit if that feels right, and then letting go. And moving the fingers now to the ears, taking the bottom of the ear between the thumb and the index finger. And try massaging the circumference of the ears, noticing the feelings, the tingling, allowing your body to drop into a deeper state of relaxation. Just feeling the tensions begin to melt away. Moving the fingers back towards the neck, into the shoulders. You can massage the neck and shoulders. If you feel an area that's tight or there's tension, feel free to pause there and work out any tensions. Really feeling what's happening underneath the skin boundary. Allowing it to be there. Now breathing in And as you exhale, just slowly releasing your arms to come down next to your sides and be still. Allow yourself to just notice the tingling and the sensation in your face, even though you're not touching your face anymore. Just noticing maybe the sensations in your shoulders, your ears, your neck, your eyes, your cheeks, your forehead. Just bringing all of your attention to whatever sensations you still feel in your face or shoulders. Focusing your attention deliberately. It's good practice. It helps train and rewire our brain to relax. So drop all doing and enter into an effortless state of being. Maintaining this inner stillness. If you need to make any adjustments to your body, you can do so now. Throughout the rest of the practice, we'll remain relaxed and motionless, alert and conscious. If you need to move throughout the remainder of the practice, do so mindfully and slowly, and return to stillness as soon as you're able. From this point forward, simply allow your entire body to respond to what I say directly and non-mentally. So shift from thinking and doing to feeling and being. Do absolutely nothing from now on. Simply relax. Bring your awareness to the breath. Just breathing in slowly through your nose, filling your lungs completely without straining. And as you exhale, just slightly purse your lips as if you're blowing out through a straw. And do this real naturally. Let your exhalation be long and slow, steady stream. As you breathe in, feel a coolness breathing in through your nose and a calmness spreading throughout your body. As you breathe out through pursed lips, just gently pursed lips, let the exhalation be slow and steady. Stay attentive to the flow of the breath without any struggle. Simply notice the pause at the top of the inhalation and at the bottom of the exhalation. And each time your breath stops, empty your mind into a vast, open, spacious field of awareness. If the breath naturally stops for a longer period of time, just allow it to happen, but don't force. So all of your awareness is on the breath. Allowing yourself to drift off into that vast, open, spacious field of awareness at the top of your inhalation or the bottom of your exhalation. You're just witnessing the breath now, breathing itself. Let it move as it wishes. And let the effect of the breath draw you deeply into a silent awareness. Entering an empty, open, vast field of awareness. In your next inhalation, draw the breath in from the tip of the toes. Allow the breath and your awareness to flow all the way up your body to the top of your head. And exhale, drawing your attention and your breath from the top of the head down to the tip of the toes. Repeat this for a few breaths. Drawing the breath in from the tip of the toes, bringing your awareness and your breath all the way up your body to the top of your head. And exhale, drawing your attention from the top of your head down to the tip of your toes. And now drawing your breath in from your ankles all the way up to the top of the head. And as you exhale, just drawing your awareness and your breath down from the top of the head down to your ankles. Now drawing your breath in from the knees all the way up to the top of the head. As you exhale, bring the breath from the top of the head down your body to your knees. Release any struggle around the breathing. Your next inhalation, inhaling from the base of the spine, the top of the head. Now exhaling from the top of the head to the base of the spine. Now inhaling from the below the navel or the navel point up to the top of the head. Exhaling the breath from the top of the head down to the navel. Your next breath, inhaling from the heart center or the center of your chest, all the way up to the top of your head. And exhale the breath from the top of the head down to the heart center, center of your chest. Your next inhalation, inhaling from the throat to the top of the head. And exhaling the breath down from the top of the head down to the throat. And next, inhale the breath from the space between the eyebrows up to the top of the head. And exhaling the breath, immediately drop into the vast, open, spacious field of awareness, focusing all of your attention on the point between your eyebrows, dropping 2 to 3 inches back to the pineal gland, the center of the skull, immediately recognizing this vast, open, spacious field of awareness. Allow yourself to dissolve and disappear into this boundless field that extends everywhere. Just be that field of awareness. Follow my guidance as we rotate our awareness through different parts of the body. This helps us release any holdings and trapped energy in areas of our body. It's also an induction technique to drop you deeper into relaxation. As you move your awareness through different parts of the body, remain in a non-doing, calm awareness. Bring your undivided attention to the pit of the throat. The pit of the throat. The right shoulder, the right elbow, the right wrist, the tip of the right hand thumb, the index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger, the right wrist, the right elbow, the right shoulder, the pit of the throat, the left shoulder, the left elbow, the left wrist, the tip of the left hand thumb, the index finger, middle finger, ring finger, the little finger, the left wrist, the left elbow, the left shoulder, pit of the throat, the center of the chest, the right side of the chest, the center of the chest, the left side of the chest, the center of the chest, the navel point, the center of the pubic bone, the right hip, the right knee, the right ankle, the tip of the right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, little toe, the right ankle, the right knee, the right hip, the center of the pubic bone, the left hip, the left knee, the left ankle, the tip of the left big toe, the second toe, third toe, fourth toe, little toe, the left ankle, the left knee, the left hip, the center of the pubic bone, the navel point, the center of the chest, the pit of the throat, So bring all of your attention to the point between your eyebrows, dropping 2 to 3 inches back to the center of the skull, pineal gland. Give your permission to immediately recognize this vast, open, spacious field of awareness. Recognizing the knower of the field. Is you. Bringing your awareness to that point between your eyebrows, into that space of awareness, field of open awareness. Bring yourself to a place that you feel peaceful, calm, relaxed, or quiet. Just create a space. A place where you have no concerns about the future or the past. Simply there is a rightness of things. It doesn't have to be a real place. It can be a place that you create for yourself right now. Just create this. There's a rightness of things. Everything feels smooth and comfortable, calm, peaceful, relaxed. Perhaps you're sitting on a beach, watching the ocean, smelling the salt air, seeing the seagulls, or maybe a mossy green forest, tall trees, smelling the wildflowers and hearing the birds sing, or even sitting on top of a mountain, looking over a valley that goes on forever. Trust whatever image arises in your awareness. And imagine yourself in this place. Look around. As you breathe in, just see or sense the whole picture. The feelings, the sights, the sounds, the smells. It's becoming more and more real to you. Choose a comfortable spot and sit down. Or lie down in the soft bed of moss or on the beach. Allow your body to relax. Allow the earth to support you. Just look around. The colors, the shapes, the imagery in your vision. Just take it all in. Feeling through bodily sensation what it is to be in this safe place. Breathe in the air. Feel what it's like to be there. Listen to the sounds around you, both distant and close, prominent and subtle. Just enjoy this beautiful place, surrounded, protected. A place where you can deeply rest. Just notice how your whole body feels. How peaceful and calm. Feeling more relaxed and more content than you ever have before. Just filled by the experience of being safe, nurtured, loved. Now notice something about this place to help you find calm in all situations. Maybe the feeling of sun on your face, or the smell of the salt water, a flower petal. Just notice something that you can bring back with you. So you can return to this place anytime you want by thinking of this thing. Bring all of your attention back to the point between your eyebrows, dropping back 2 to 3 inches to the center of your skull, pineal gland, and give yourself permission to drop into the deepest level of relaxation right now. But then there remains nothing to do or achieve. You've entered into an integrated state of being. Just allow yourself to remain into this space and be empty of the past, of the future. All thoughts dissolve, handing over all fear, apprehension, and anxiety of what it is that you want to control, manage, and change. Just let go of all of it. Let go of all doing. Allow your entire self to just silently respond spontaneously and effortlessly to what I say. I feel my burden is light. I feel completely free from compulsive need to change, manage, and control things in my life. I am relaxed awareness. I accept myself as I am in the world as it is. I feel supported, relaxed, and loved in all that I do. Just begin to relax into life. Just do nothing from now on. Just simply observe yourself being you. And you can now begin to gradually move as if you're awakening from a deep and healing sleep. You can bend your knees or bring them close to your chest. Or come on even to your right side. Or if it feels better to just remain still, then do so. Take your time, do not hurry. Feel a safety and comfort right now. Just becoming more aware of your body. Bring a deep sense of peace with you from this practice into your day and into your week. And just notice how relaxed your body is, how soft the breath is, and how empty the mind is. And know that you can return here again and again. The more often that you practice, the longer you stay in this state, and the quicker you return. And when you feel ready, you can begin to slowly bringing yourself into a comfortable seated position. And again, if the impulse is to remain still, then do so.